Surabaya. Just going to explore Surabaya's Chinatown and then try Nasi Rawon. So apparently there's a special place called Nasi Rawon Setan, the devil's Nasi Rawon, but hopefully it's not as evil as it sounds. Other than that, we are going to try all the good street foods of Surabaya. For the Arek.
From first look, it's a soupy broth, rich dark in color, and really generous portion of beef, of meat inside, easily about 5 or 4 big chunks. And it's also served with the sides. This is the main meal, my rice and my rawon, and the sides here will be the telur asin, ada tempe, ada macam, if I'm not wrong, this is perkedel, and also ada apa ini, paru goreng, and this one I'm not sure apa ini. I'm not sure what is this. Yang ini pun should be a paru also, or ampla.
Not so sure.
Yeah. Okay. So it's meant, in fact, the sides are more than the rawon itself. And we're going to share this with your curry, right? Okay, so we try the curry, the rawon first.
Comforting.
Now I understand why people are crazy about this brand. Sebab you can taste the, if I'm not wrong, ada buah keluak inside, and also which gives it the prominently dark color, and also the spices inside the and if I'm not wrong, I could be wrong, right? Kalau you want to make the broth, the rawon itself, to extract the broth from the meat or the bones, you have to simmer it for a few hours, in fact many hours. So I'm not sure how the cooking process is like, but certainly you can taste that the broth itself is infused with all the ingredients that I've mentioned.
Try the rawon. Nicely salted, I guess. Usually if I have my rawon, I will splash it a bit more on my rice, so it feels that the rice is really soaking in the rawon soup. This time I'm mixing with the curry, so try the meat itself. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Really soft, is it? Yeah. The meat is soft, it's tender, lembut gitu. A bit of fat. I'm not sure if you consume then you pay, or then it just comes with the set. Try the rice, But I think my honest review is it's not wonderful, but it is comforting lah. No doubt it's comforting. So I guess it feels like it's typical rawon that we try elsewhere. And I guess the branding of this Rawon Setan has made it quite popular here, and people will just come to this because this is quite accessible from Jalan Tunjungan. So give it a try, Gonna make my food a little bit more salty with that.
In fact, similar to the soto ayam that we tried semalam kemarin, the broth is about the same. You have that clean, mellow taste. It's not so macam ada serat hampas dia from all the spices and the onion that you blend together. So it's really macam comfort meal for I would say.
So I'm just finish up the sides, the different sapi parts, beef parts that have been, presented on the plate. So this is empal, slightly drier. Probably our parents have cooked this before lah, but it feels like it's soft, but it's also much drier than a regular beef. Just gonna dip with the curry. It was a bit more chewy. It's a bit harder to chew, so I'm gonna go for the tongue. Lidah. I'll try. So this is so lidah is the tongue. First time trying. I've had it with soups. Oh, it looks, the texture is a bit like limper also. Try it. Soft smelling. It's more softer. A bit more furry. Lots of streaks of fibers. Smelling. But it's definitely easy to chew.
Because I'm not adventurous in terms of eating the insides, the parts of the cow. The most I would go is this is paru and also babat. That's my cap. That's my max I would eat. And Hasyim is more on the adventurous side. He would try everything, the brain and all that.
But of course, it's not really finished. You cannot finish the. Left with a little bit of the tongue and the empal a bit more because it's super. It's not super tough. It's just chewy, and it will just take time. And then eventually you lose the taste. So not so much. But this is still limper. I had it already. This is the second limper portion. Keras. So limper is much more. It's like covered with a layer of skin, right? Yeah. But this limper, I like it when it's cooked with rendang. So this is just, I guess, is it boiled? It's not fried, right? Yeah. So I'll just show you guys. It's much more easier. It's more to paru, liver. Yeah, but it tastes like paru.
Okay, paru dia gini. It's usually also served dalam sambal goreng. Kadang ada, they call it sambal goreng pengantin. You have this inside the dish, and this one probably just maybe lightly boil sampai dia tak keras sangat, and then it is fried. I remember like the way my mom cook it would be, she will boil it first sampai she say bau hanyir semua hilang kan, and then they will like macam ada a bit of bumbu, and then that's when she will fry it. So it's the same thing. I like this one pasal dia macam it's not gamey, neither it is very like, you know, have the serat taste in your mouth. This one is just macam makan daging, but it's chewy and soft.
But I think it's because of Malay Muslim families where the parents will cook paru, but they never really cook all these other parts.
Yes. Right. So my household, my mom would always have this, kalau masak sekali-sekala lah, we always have paru. Tapi jarang kalau makanan rumah Melayu, household home cooked food, right? Ada macam lidah, ada macam empal and all that. So for us macam a bit the first time to try all these, but overall I think okay.
Yep. Not really great, but it's the way is comforting lah.
Kalau I have to choose, I keep looking up at the picture frame. Look at. Kalau if I have to choose between rawon dengan Betawi kan, definitely Betawi, because I like the rasa macam lemongrass dia, rasa santan dia and all that, and some of it. So that.
Roti kacang, cuman kacangnya bukan kacang, it's not the red bean, but it's literally kacang rounded
like
nuts.
a paste. Oh, okay.
Ya, boleh cuba satu. Buy a few and then.
Yeah, we also like to see macam bakery brands over here because the roti are like so appetizing. And the starting price are 4,000. And how much is that? Hello.
It's about 30 cents. Bruder tuna. Apa tu bruder tuna? Kosongan. Oh. What?
Add this.
What? What is this?
Kismis, raisin.
Kismis, roti kismis.
There's a roti susu for 3,500. Yeah, like you can do anything with bread.
Look at this. Roti coklat strawberry hanya 3,500. So, too many.
And this is also quite delicious because this is roti which have been dehydrated or baked, and then spread with usually margarine or butter with sugar. And this one is like maybe a sweeter version of ranginan. There's also bagel biscuits. There's like macam soft sugar. What is it called? I don't think it's macaron, but the texture is dry. Macaron is slightly wet, right?
Donut?
Tak. Thank you. I just get the kismis.
Yes, we want.
And the packaging is so interesting. Of course, it is also good to have it with kopi. This is simply a sisir mentega. Open or like per piece?
Bakalan.
Bakalan.
The onion.
Ni nak bawa balik boleh?
Huh?
Nak bawa balik?
Yeah.
$12.11 ada expiry date ni.
Yeah?
12 November.
Okay. Don't take me there. Always taking me on the fat side.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is the slim side.
Okay. Maybe we take this rengginang for 16,000. Maybe those who wants to eat can just come our house. Not family members lah. Ini meringue.
Orang, okay. Nice, alright.
Can lah?
It's sweet, you know?
Huh?
It's sweet.
Yeah. One?
You bring back.
Bring back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, can you imagine like if you toast this, it'll be like crispy. The weight is heavier than this one over here. It is using margarine. We are at Pasar Atom at the moment. It's just nearby within Chinatown. So the idea was to just take a look inside. What is there? Yeah.
So when you buy the buns, especially if you buy more, the empat will package dalam kotak begini gitu.
Okay, that's a good gift.
It's a nice presentation for you to want to bring back for souvenir, I guess. You can.
It's a nice touch. And after this, we'll be heading out to see the old Chinatown. What is there? Get some lunch, and we'll show you the sights around. So join us. Continue watching the video if you'd like to see more of this.
Tarik.
This is the other wing where it's non-AC.
Even more nostalgic.
It's even more vintage, nostalgic, and you can find like ornaments like this, oriental ornaments, and of course, I'm not sure if they are closed or just no tenants, but you can find pockets of shops over here. Textile would be on the other side. You can find men's shirt. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 floors.
We passed by the area just now. The Jawa Batik, so it's kind of connected. But the bottom part is the first two levels are slightly older and they have no aircon on the two floors.
And we see something outside that is calling us. A lot of tables and chairs, so that means there's food. And let it pass this, huh? Boleh. So we're going to try that one, Nasi Cumi?
Yeah. So we're going to try. Oh, we're just opposite the station kereta api, I guess. And this above us is actually motorbike parking area. And then over here is like a food court. Nasi Cumi?
I share with you.
Yeah?
I'll share with you.
gonna eat one portion of nasi cumi, probably at the bergedil and telur dadar sekali. Telur dadar dan bergedil. Bu, ditambahin bergedil dengan telur dadar bu ya. Ya, sedikit aja bu. Iya, sedikit. Dadar dan bergedil satu. Ya. Minumnya teh manis 2 ya, panas ya bu.
Teh panas 2.
Ya, teh panas 2 ya. Oke, terima kasih. It is look at that. So we got our nasi cumi complete set over here, and I ordered for us 2 teh panas manis. Okay, so this is what we get for with the additional of telur dadar, bergedil, nasi cumi, sambalnya sedikit, and then there's like udang geragau, keropok udang geragau. So such a complete meal to be shared, just nice to be shared. It's lunchtime now, so there's a lot of people here, and this place stretches from to the other side from the front here. Apa dia? Berapa ya?
Nanti tak tanya ni soal
Okay. Yo. So sometimes you just need a hot version of the teh manis. So we are at Pasar Atom, and outside there is we're just outside the old mall. So over here we're at Rawon Setan Ibu Isa. That is my father's name lah. Nasi Cumi. So we got the complete set nasi cumi, serunding with sotong hitam or cumi hitam. But I added on the bergedil and the telur dadar just to add a little bit of carbohydrates. And of course we have this keropok udang which looks super crispy. And yeah, it's udang. There's 2 pieces of that.
It's not like one, right?
No, it feels like the udang geragau. Rempik udang. Okay, and then so just now was the azan. So I don't know where to start first. Probably try the cracker again first. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tastes like the typical rempeyek, but the taste of the batter is typical rempeyek, but with the udang, the prawn. Try the cumi first. This one. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yang typical soto hitam lah. Just like how our mouth used to cook sotong hitam. You want to eat it with rice and serunding.
How much does it cost?
So all these things together with the 2 drinks, 2 teh manis, and the nasi cumi is only 39,000 rupiah. So it's about $3.50, $3.30 Sing currency. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Didn't ask for a lot. Try the sambal a bit. Look at that. One more bite. Surabaya culture. I'm not sure, but the idea of this black soup, rawon, they're just good at it lah. So it really feels homely dengan dia punya rasa semua. Tu yang buat syok. So I want to share this with Ariffah. Finish the meal, and I will see you at the next culinary spot here in Surabaya.
Behind is the Surabaya Kota. So this is the hub, the interchange between everyone over here. And as usual, if you have a train station, the main ones, you also find lots of shops around it. So this is like you'll find a lot of shops around the perimeter of this station itself. And just in front of me is a Pasar Atom. We just had our lunch over there. So now we're gonna have a long walk, leisure walk all the way to Kota Tua, Surabaya. But this area is between the long area, then the gang will be the Jalan Coklat, Jalan Gula. And what is interesting about this place is that currently now there's a lot of textile, batik textile, and the fabric, the textiles are sold probably for B2B, where you buy in bulk, and you have this like this in front of the stores. And of course, with trading places like this, you also see lots of push carts, and they are used to transport the goods around this area. So it makes sense why this becomes Chinatown. Is because probably when the immigrants from China came over to Surabaya, they needed a place to form a community, a place to stay together, a place where, you know, and they each have to form a community with their own tribe. So of course you have the first temple just behind, and the temple was built actually to accommodate housing for the immigrants who just came from China, and eventually they didn't get a place to pray, and that's how it become converted into a temple.
Tried to venture around the other side of so the other side is Chinatown, and just after the gerbang it's called Kembang Jepun. Not so sure why it's called Kembang Jepun, which means, I mean, if it's Malay, it's expanding Japan. Probably it's Japan's expansion, I don't know. Okay, Kembang Jepun. Okay, never mind. But on the other side of this bridge, so it's technically it's like the CBD lah. You can see a lot of those old Kota Tua Dutch colonial buildings, similar buildings that can be found in Jakarta, Kota Tua. So there's a lot of history here. We'll still go back and read a little bit more, but if you want to research on this, try to go to Google type Surabaya, Kota Perjuangan, I don't know, CBD business history, and then you can read all about Surabaya here.
We have ticked off the checklist for Rawon Setan, and the next one we are going to try kopi Arek. It's just opposite hotel kita, kopi Arek. And then after that, I think we should pass by a cookie shop. Kalau ada, take a look.
We are at apa namanya? Arek. Arek. It's a cafe plus restaurant in the midst of a neighborhood here in alongside Jalan Tunjung.
That is the hotel we're staying in. And how we got to know of this place, that is from our hotel window. We saw the big sign Arek, so we said okay lah, just drop by and see. And I think towards the night it's gonna be crowded with the youth who will be coming here to hang out. Why? Is because they have very cool upstairs space. I'm gonna show you in a minute. It's hot right now. See from our room up there, so which makes this place even more interesting is it is located in a neighborhood area. And when we passed by just now, there were children on bicycles, children playing, and mummies and aunties sitting and having their afternoon snack together with the neighbors.